The Kabbalah, often shrouded in mystery and mysticism, is one of the most profound spiritual traditions of the world. At its core lies the Tree of Life, a symbol that holds within it the blueprint of creation, divine wisdom, and the mysteries of the universe. The origins of the Kabbalah can be traced back to ancient Jewish mysticism, but its teachings transcend religious boundaries, offering insights into the nature of existence, the divine, and the self. The Tree of Life is more than just a symbol, it is a map of the universe and the human soul. It consists of 10 spheres, known as Sephirot, which represent different aspects of divine manifestation. These Sephirot are connected by 22 paths, each corresponding to one of the letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Together, the Sephirot and paths form a structure that mirrors the flow of divine energy from the highest levels of existence down to the material world. The journey through the Tree of Life is a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Each Sephira represents a stage of consciousness, a level of understanding that one must pass through in order to reach higher states of awareness. At the top of the tree is Keter, the crown, which represents pure divine will, the source of all creation. At the bottom is Maketh, the kingdom, which represents the material world, the final manifestation of divine energy. The goal of the Kabbalist is to ascend the tree, moving from the material world back towards the divine source. The Kabbalah teaches that all of existence is interconnected, that every aspect of the universe is a reflection of the divine. The Tree of Life is a representation of this interconnectedness, showing how the divine flows through all things, from the highest levels of spiritual existence to the physical world we inhabit. Each Sephira is both a part of the whole and a reflection of the whole, a microcosm of the divine that exists within all of us. As we explore the Tree of Life, we begin to see how its structure can be applied to our own lives. The Sephirot are not just abstract concepts, but represent qualities and virtues that we can cultivate within ourselves. For example, Chesed, the fourth Sephira, represents loving kindness and compassion, while Gevurah, the fifth Sephira, represents strength and discipline. By balancing these qualities within ourselves, we can begin to align our lives with the divine flow of energy that the Tree of Life represents. The 22 paths that connect the Sephirot also hold great significance. These paths correspond to the letters of the Hebrew alphabet, each of which is believed to carry a unique vibration or energy. In the Kabbalah, these letters are seen as the building blocks of creation, the fundamental forces through which the divine manifests in the world. By meditating on these letters or by contemplating the relationships between the Sephirot that they connect, one can gain deeper insights into the nature of reality and the divine. The study of the Kabbalah is not just an intellectual exercise, it is a spiritual practice, a path of inner transformation. Through contemplation of the Tree of Life, meditation on the Sephirot, and study of the Hebrew letters, the Kabbalist seeks to align themselves with the divine will and to bring that divine energy into the world. This process is often referred to as Tikkun Olam, the repairing of the world, a central concept in Kabbalistic thought. By raising one's consciousness and aligning with the divine, the Kabbalist believes they can help heal the fractures in the world, bringing it closer to its original, harmonious state. The Kabbalah also offers a unique perspective on the nature of God. In traditional Jewish theology, God is often seen as a transcendent being, separate from the world. However, in the Kabbalistic tradition, God is both immanent and transcendent, both within the world and beyond it. The Tree of Life illustrates this idea beautifully. The divine energy flows from Keter, the highest Sephira, down through the tree manifesting in the world, but it remains connected to its source, never fully separate from it. This concept allows for a more intimate relationship with the divine, one in which the divine is seen not as a distant being, but as a presence that permeates all things. Another key concept in Kabbalistic thought is that of the Ein Sof, the infinite. The Kabbalists teach that before creation, there was only the Ein Sof, an infinite, unknowable source of all that is. The act of creation, according to the Kabbalah, was an act of divine contraction, or tzimtzum. In order to create the world, the Ein Sof had to withdraw itself, creating a space in which creation could occur. This space is the void in which the Tree of Life exists, the space in which divine energy flows and manifests. The concept of tzimtzum is deeply significant in Kabbalistic thought, as it explains how a finite, imperfect world could emerge from an infinite, perfect source. The withdrawal of the Ein Sof allowed for the existence of a world in which free will could exist, a world in which beings could choose to align themselves with the divine or to turn away from it. This idea of divine contraction also explains the presence of evil in the world. In the Kabbalah, evil is not seen as a separate force, but as a result of the fragmentation of divine energy as it flows down through the Tree of Life. As divine energy becomes more dense and material, it becomes more prone to distortion, resulting in the existence of evil and suffering in the world. However, the Kabbalists also teach that this fragmentation is not permanent, that through spiritual practice and alignment with the divine, we can repair the world and return it to its original state of harmony. This process is often symbolized by the ascent of the tree of life, the journey back to Keter, back to the divine source. It is a process of inner purification, of aligning oneself with the divine will, and of bringing that divine energy into the world. The tree of life also offers insights into the nature of the soul. In the Kabbalistic tradition, the soul is seen as a reflection of the divine, a microcosm of the tree of life. Just as the tree consists of 10 sephirot, so too does the soul have 10 aspects, each corresponding to a different level of consciousness. The soul is seen as a bridge between the material world and the divine, a vessel through which divine energy flows into the world. By cultivating the qualities of the sephirot within oneself, one can elevate the soul, bringing it into greater alignment with the divine. The Kabbalah also offers a unique perspective on the afterlife. In traditional Jewish thought, the afterlife is often seen as a place of reward or punishment, a reflection of one's actions in this life. However, in the Kabbalistic tradition, the afterlife is seen as a continuation of the soul's journey through the tree of life. After death, the soul continues to ascend through the sephirot, moving closer to the divine source. This journey is not a linear one. It is a process of purification, of shedding the material attachments and distortions that keep the soul from fully realizing its divine nature. Throughout this process, the soul is guided by divine wisdom, represented by the Sephira of Chokmah, and divine understanding represented by the Sephira of Binah. These two sephirot, located near the top of the tree, represent the highest levels of consciousness that one can attain while still in the material world. Chokmah is the raw, undifferentiated wisdom of the divine, while Binah is the process of understanding and applying that wisdom in the world. Together, they form the foundation of all spiritual knowledge, the basis upon which the entire structure of the tree of life is built. At the heart of the Kabbalah is the idea that the divine is not something distant or inaccessible, but something that we can experience directly in our own lives. The tree of life is not just a symbol of the divine, but a map of the journey that each of us must take in order to realize our own divinity. By ascending the tree, by moving through the sephirot and aligning ourselves with the divine flow of energy, we can begin to experience the world as it truly is, a reflection of the infinite, a manifestation of divine will. The Kabbalah teaches that we are all part of the divine, that the divine exists within each of us, and that our purpose in this life is to realize that truth. The tree of life offers a path to that realization, a way to move beyond the limitations of the material world and to experience the infinite nature of the divine. Through the study of the Kabbalah, through meditation on the sephirot, and through the practice of aligning ourselves with the divine will, we can begin to transform our lives, bringing ourselves and the world closer to the divine. As we conclude this exploration of the tree of life, it is important to remember that the Kabbalah is not just a set of teachings or beliefs, but a living tradition, a path of spiritual transformation that continues to inspire and guide seekers to this day. The tree of life is a symbol of the infinite potential that exists within each of us, a reminder that we are all connected to the divine, and that through our actions and our choices, we can help bring that divine energy into the world. In the Kabbalah, the mysteries of existence are not something to be solved or understood in a purely intellectual way, but something to be experienced, something to be lived. The tree of life offers a framework for that experience, a guide for those who seek to move beyond the material world and to realize their own divine nature. It is a journey that each of us must take in our own way, but it is a journey that ultimately leads to the same destination, the realization that we are all part of the divine, that we are all manifestations of the infinite, and that through our actions, we can help bring the world closer to its original state of harmony and unity. In continuing our journey into the depths of the Kabbalah, it is essential to explore the nature of the individual and the collective human experience as seen through the lens of this mystical tradition. The tree of life does not just represent the macrocosm of the universe, it is also a reflection of the microcosm, or the inner universe of each individual soul. Through this profound symbol, the Kabbalah offers insights into the human condition, our spiritual struggles, and the ultimate purpose of our existence. As we have discussed, the tree of life is composed of 10 sephirot, each representing different aspects of the divine and different stages of spiritual development. These sephirot also correspond to different aspects of the self, mapping out the inner landscape of the human psyche and soul. To fully understand this, we must delve deeper into each of the sephirot and their role in shaping both the material and spiritual aspects of our lives. At the highest point of the tree we find Keter, the crown, which represents the purest form of divine will and the unknowable essence of God. For the human soul, Keter symbolizes the highest point of consciousness, the potential for complete union with the divine. In our day-to-day lives, Keter is often beyond direct experience, as it exists outside the realm of ordinary perception. However, it is through our spiritual practices, moments of deep meditation or mystical experiences that we can occasionally glimpse the light of Keter, feeling a sense of oneness with all of existence. Moving down the tree we come to Chakma, the Sapphira of wisdom. Chakma represents the initial spark of creation, the raw, undifferentiated energy of divine inspiration. For the individual, Chakma is the source of intuition and direct knowing, those moments when we suddenly grasp a truth without needing to reason our way to it. In everyday life, Chakma is that flash of insight, the spark of creativity that comes seemingly from nowhere. It is a reminder that true wisdom is not something we can simply acquire through study or logic, but something that arises from deep within, from our connection to the divine source. Bina, the Sapphira of understanding, stands opposite Chakma and complements it. While Chakma is the raw, unformed wisdom of the divine, Bina represents the process of giving form and structure to that wisdom. It is through Bina that we are able to take the flashes of insight provided by Chakma and apply them in practical ways. In the human experience, Bina is the realm of intellect and reason, the ability to analyze, categorize, and make sense of the world around us. It is also associated with the nurturing, motherly aspect of the divine, as it is through Bina that the seeds of creation planted by Chakma are brought to fruition. Together, Chakma and Bina represent the balance between intuition and intellect, between inspiration and understanding. For the Kabbalist, the goal is to cultivate both of these qualities within oneself, to become both receptive to divine inspiration and capable of applying that inspiration in meaningful ways in the world. Below Chakma and Bina lies Da'at, often referred to as the hidden Sapphira. While not officially counted among the 10 Sephirot, Da'at plays a crucial role in the tree of life. It represents the point of balance between Chakma and Bina, the place where wisdom and understanding come together. In the human soul, Da'at is the place of knowledge, the integration of both intuitive and intellectual understanding. However, Da'at is also a place of potential danger. When knowledge becomes disconnected from wisdom and understanding, it can lead to arrogance and spiritual blindness. This is why Da'at is sometimes referred to as the fall of humanity, the point where we became separated from divine wisdom and began to rely solely on our own limited understanding. Continuing down the tree we come to Chesed, the Sapphira of loving kindness. Chesed represents the expansive, generous aspect of the divine, the outpouring of love and mercy that sustains all of creation. For the individual, Chesed is the quality of compassion, the ability to give selflessly and to see the divine in all beings. In our spiritual journey, Chesed teaches us to open our hearts, to love unconditionally, and to act with kindness toward all living things. It is through Chesed that we begin to align ourselves with the divine flow of energy, allowing that energy to move through us and into the world. Opposite Chesed is Gevura, the Sapphira of strength or judgment. While Chesed is the expansive, giving aspect of the divine, Gevura represents the contracting, limiting force that brings balance to creation. Without Gevura there would be no boundaries, no structure to the universe, and no way to distinguish between different aspects of reality. For the individual, Gevura represents discipline, self-control, and the ability to make clear distinctions between right and wrong. It is the quality that allows us to set boundaries, to say no when necessary, and to act with integrity even in difficult situations. In the spiritual journey, Gevura teaches us the importance of discipline and self-restraint, reminding us that true spiritual growth requires both love and strength. Chesed and Gevura form a crucial dynamic in the tree of life, representing the balance between mercy and judgment, between giving and receiving. For the Kabbalist, the challenge is to cultivate both of these qualities within oneself, to become both compassionate and strong, both generous and disciplined. This balance is essential for spiritual growth, as it allows us to act in alignment with the divine while also maintaining our own sense of integrity and self-discipline. Tiferet, the Sapphira of beauty, lies at the center of the tree of life, balancing the opposing forces of Chesed and Gevura. Tiferet represents harmony, balance, and the integration of all aspects of the self. For the individual, Tiferet is the place of inner peace and wholeness, where we are able to reconcile the different parts of our being and bring them into alignment with the divine. Tiferet is also associated with the heart, both literally and metaphorically. It is through Tiferet that we experience the beauty of creation, the joy of being alive, and the deep sense of connection to the divine that comes from living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. The journey to Tiferet is often seen as the central task of the spiritual seeker. It is the place where we come to know ourselves fully, to integrate the different aspects of our personality, and to find our true purpose in life. In the Kabbalah, Tiferet is also associated with the concept of Tiferet Israel, the beauty of Israel, which refers to the idea that the true beauty of the world is found in the unity and harmony of all its parts. For the Kabbalist, the task is to bring this sense of harmony and beauty into the world, to act as a bridge between the divine and the material realms. Below Tiferet we find Netzach and Hod, the Sephirot of eternity and glory respectively. Netzach represents the enduring, victorious aspect of the divine, the unstoppable force of creation that continues to move forward despite all obstacles. For the individual, Netzach is the quality of perseverance, the ability to keep going even in the face of adversity. It is the force that drives us to achieve our goals, to overcome challenges, and to continue on our spiritual journey no matter what. Hod, on the other hand, represents the quality of humility and surrender. While Netzach is about pushing forward, Hod is about letting go, about recognizing that we are not in control of everything and that sometimes the best course of action is to trust in the divine plan. For the individual, Hod teaches us the importance of humility, of recognizing our own limitations, and of being open to the guidance of the divine. Together, Netzach and Hod represent the balance between action and surrender, between the will to achieve and the wisdom to let go. Yesod, the Sephira of foundation, lies below Netzach and Hod and represents the point at which the divine energy is brought into manifestation in the material world. Yesod is the foundation of all physical reality, the place where the spiritual and material worlds meet. For the individual, Yesod represents the subconscious mind, the place where our deepest desires and motivations reside. It is also associated with the qualities of imagination and creativity, as it is through Yesod that the divine energy is shaped into form and brought into the world. Finally, we come to Maketh, the Sephira of the kingdom, which represents the physical world, the final manifestation of the divine energy. Maketh is the place where all the other Sephirot come together, where the divine is fully realized in the material realm. For the individual, Maketh represents the body, the physical aspect of our being, and the world in which we live. It is through Maketh that we experience the divine in our everyday lives, through our interactions with the physical world and with other people. While Maketh is often seen as the lowest Sephira, it is also essential to the structure of the tree of life. Without Maketh, the divine energy would have no place to manifest, no way to become fully realized. For the Kabbalist, the task is not to escape the material world, but to bring the divine into it, to act as a conduit for the divine energy and to help manifest the divine will in the world around us. The journey through the tree of life is not a linear one. Rather, it is a process of constant movement, of ascent and descent, of growth and integration. As we move through the Sephirot, we are continually challenged to balance the different aspects of ourselves, to reconcile the opposites within us, and to align ourselves with the divine flow of energy. The ultimate goal of this journey is not just personal enlightenment, but the realization of our role in the larger cosmic plan. The Kabbalah teaches that each of us is a unique expression of the divine, and that our purpose in this life is to bring that divine energy into the world. Through the study and practice of the Kabbalah, we learn to recognize the divine in ourselves and in others, and to act in ways that help bring the world closer to its original state of harmony and unity. The Tree of Life is a powerful tool for spiritual transformation, offering a map of the journey that each of us must take to realize our own divinity. But it is also a reminder that this journey is not just about our own personal growth, but about the collective transformation of the world. Through our actions, through our choices, and through our alignment with the divine, we have the power to help repair the world, to bring healing and harmony to a world that is often fractured and divided. The Kabbalah offers a vision of a world in which the divine is present in all things, in which all of creation is connected, and in which each of us plays a crucial role in bringing the world closer to its original state of unity. Through the study and practice of the Kabbalah, we can begin to see the world not just as a place of material struggle, but as a reflection of the infinite, a manifestation of divine will, and a place where we can experience the beauty and harmony of the divine in our everyday lives. In conclusion, the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life offer a profound and powerful framework for understanding the mysteries of existence, the nature of the divine, and the purpose of our lives. Through the study and practice of these ancient teachings, we can begin to unlock the secrets of the universe, to align ourselves with the divine, and to bring that divine energy into the world in ways that help heal and transform both ourselves and the world around us.